All right, all right. You're back, you're back, you're back. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're sticking to it. You're sticking to it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. I know. Listen, I know y'all. I know that we're approaching that's heavy duty and we're getting into those deep, deep, deep waters, but we got to do it. Can't get to it unless you go through it because you need this knowledge. And you've been curious about a lot of it all your life. But like I said, it's my perspective. No one's telling you to follow me, believe everything I got to say. You just take the perspective and keep it in your, you know, as an alternative route of possibilities. I don't know how to tell you. This is me, this is mine, okay? From all the stuff that I've been enduring and studying and the knowledge that I've come cross paths with and been given to me, this is what I got. So I'm sharing with you what I got. Like, you curious how I got to the point that I got to where, kapow and all that. Listen, those people that are up there with the enlightenment and all this stuff, listen, they knowledgeable. They know things. You know that. That's why a lot of people, you got to do this, you got to do that. What's his name said this, and he was knowledgeable. He was this, he was that. Listen, that's because they've attained the know-how. If you did kapow, okay? So when you get there, you're going to be able to start discerning. Wisdom and logic is going to be a whole new perspective to you too. And then you're going to come up with your own whatever. But this is mine. And if it helps you and you resonate, come on, let's resonate together. I love it. I love you, and let's just do the darn thing. So we're going to go on. Here. I'm so apprehensive with this because I'm telling you, he gets ooh. Okay, so when it comes to rapture before tribulation, that's what we're going to get on in this one. And then the last one's going to get heavy on some other stuff that will tie into some lies and stuff like that. But anyway, so here we are with rapture, okay? My perspective again, remember. So in 2020, remember the pandemic and all that happened, right? The timeline has been jumping around. Y'all heard about CERN and all this stuff. Now, this little rapper kid, I don't like this kid. I've never listened to his music, but I just got this vibe about him. Like, I know he's totally gone into the deep side, the dark side. He goes by the name of Uzi. You know what I'm saying? Sound like Lucy. Yeah, Uzi, whatever. Uzi Vert, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That one. He be doing some outrageous stuff, just like really blaspheming God. Let me tell you about that too. That's another thing. Did y'all know what the number one sin is that's unforgivable? A lot of people don't know it. It's blaspheming the Holy Spirit. You blaspheme the Holy Spirit, that's an unforgivable sin. That's why I'm telling y'all, a lot of people say, well, them celebrities, even though they've sinned and all that, everybody has a chance with Yahushua HaMashiach to get back with God's good graces. Okay, you can believe that if you want to. But I know that the God that I know, he said he don't never change. And the first commandment is love the Lord thy God with all your mind, heart, body, soul, like I told y'all. He said he don't never change. And don't love no other gods before me. And this fool and all them other ones is up there doing all the upside down crosses that you blaspheming the Holy Spirit. Talking all that mess and doing it in the camera. You could say what you want about redemption. I can't speak for God on that behalf. He gonna do what he gonna do. But I'm telling you, you cross dangerous waters when you blaspheme the Holy Spirit. And see, they know this over there. That's why they know. They done took the vow and the oath, drink the blood, or whatever they doing over there. Listen, hey, you gonna get, the karma was coming to you, especially in the age of Aquarius. So anyway, 2020, a lot of people did not make it. The pandemic was down. Okay, so you also got millions of deaths. They're not reporting all of this stuff. You getting these numbers. You're not getting the true. Listen, who's in charge of statistics and all that? Is it you? Do you really know exactly the numbers in the hospitals? We're not talking just that. We're talking about missing little ones. We're talking about, worldwide undocumented people coming over here. We talking about suspicions of things going on underground we don't know about going on down there. We're missing, what? That little girl Allie telling all these things coming out now with their whole stories, the Diddy stuff and everything, talking about going on for a long time related to trafficking, undocumented, missing citizens, hospital things. happening. Suddenly all these deaths. Oh, it was an accident. Sorry, your baby. Sorry, this and this and that. There's nothing we could do. The organ harvesting, all kinds of stuff is going on. Numbers are in millions, maybe trillions, billions. We don't know. But they're not telling us. Something is going on. Also, when it comes to all this talk about tax dollars, they put playing in your face. Talk about the worst one I've never in my whole life. Okay, I was born in 65. Never have they ever come out on national TV and said things like, okay, a whole bunch of immigrants here now, and we all need to be kind to them, and we're spending your tax dollars to house them, feed them, and by the way, we send in 600,000 millions over to this place. Your tax dollars. Never in my life have they ever done anything like that. Newspapers, radio, TV, nothing. They put it all up on y'all now. Listen, this is what we did. No apologies, whatever. Listen, all types of stuff going on. Money's being funneled out of here. This is a corporation we live in, okay? United Snakes Corporation. Whoever runs this whole thing, let me tell you something. That's why that guy said about Antarctica that they know about us, the West. He kept saying it's the West. They they call us the West. The prison planet. We the West. We the ones that fund everything. Can you imagine? This was always considered the richest country in the world. It's not a country though. It's a corporation. So any revenue that is generated here takes care of everybody. Everybody everywhere else. Including Antarctica possibly. Allegedly. For educational purposes only. You know what I'm saying? So, with that in mind, people wondering where all the money flowing, what's going, what they doing, Yeah, well, we the cash cow. We the cash cow, and you work your butt off because you're a slave. We're all debt slaves, okay? That's the way the hierarchy chart is, and it's been that way since Egypt and all that. And that's how they got us all mapped out, okay? So, all these people, rich people, poor people, in between incomes, it don't matter. Any revenue occurred in this country produces more revenue somewhere else. Like, you go to the doctors, they getting paid. You get a prescription, they getting paid. You go to the dollar store, they getting paid. Your kids eating food at school, somebody getting paid off of that. It's everything is tied into industrial, corporative creation of revenue and pushing it out and about. Yeah, you got great opportunities over here and everything, but listen, we in Babylon, okay? This is the newer Babylon, so keep this stuff in your mind and then you can kind of get it. So, I'm talking in code here. Alright, so then, when it comes to the rapture, like I said, lots of life has been lost. You know, massive numbers, school shootings, add things all up, day-to-day murders and things like that. You don't know the exact statistics. We all know what mainstream news is really like. That's why we do this underground thing with the tube and with the talk and whatever other places we could do. Okay? So, and with that in mind, you know, you got to understand that regarding this whole rapture thing, it's like this here. This is what the rapture says in the book. Let's keep it in the book. People keep saying we're going to be alive and then we're going to be caught up in the clouds to meet with Yahushua, right? Tell me, you know anybody that ever has been alive? You alive now? You ever seen anybody that went all the way up in the clouds and could go beyond into the heavenly realms? Alive, right? This is the way they preaching it to you. No, that's not what the book is talking about. You're going to be alive. And this is exactly what it says. Thessalonians 4:17. Then we who are alive and remain. That means you're alive here and you've been left behind. You shall be caught up with the resurrected ones in the clouds to meet Yahushua in the air, but you will be dead in the flesh. It doesn't say that part. I'm telling you. You can't ascend. When Jesus was killed, didn't he have to, when he got resurrected, he had to go through the resurrection process. He appeared in front of Mary, said, do not touch me. I have not yet ascended to my Father. Can't nobody ascend up there with Jesus unless they go through a spiritual death. I mean, a earthly death in the flesh. Then become spirit. This is what I'm telling you, okay? This is what I'm telling you. My perspective. Let's keep going. There's so much more. I love you. Hang in there.